In this video, I'll be showing you how I went from this to something like this. Let's hop into it. It all starts with sourcing, finding the best image for the best composition. What I'm doing here is creating a color and a texture layer in order to further refine Rosé's skin. I personally really enjoy this part. So what I'm doing right now is going back over my texture layer and refining those fine details. So taking out any texture that I see. The reason for doing this is creating that cartoon-like texture that you guys saw in the preview. I really love this part. I use my lasso tool, set the Gaussian blur to 20, and then I just blur out any areas that I see texture. Now that we finally finished with frequency separation, I like to move on to masking out my image. I had a bit of trouble with Rosé's hair, mostly because it was all over the place. So in order to compensate for that, I tried my best to refine the hair using the channels layer. Ideally, what I'm doing right here is finding either red, green, or blue, which layer has the brightest color for her hair. The reason for doing this is so that I can mask out the hair from the black background. This ideally creates a separation between white and black, so light and dark, which will give Rosé's hair a much more refined look. Now, what I'm doing here looks a bit weird, but I promise you have to trust the process. I'm creating a light source to further reflect that light onto Rosé's skin in each panel of her face. So the forehead, the cheeks, the chin, and the neck area. Now moving on to my maybe second favorite part of doing work like this, it's creating a dodge and burn effect. Dodging meaning lightening an area and burning meaning darkening that area. So what I'm doing here is creating color curves, setting my opacity/fill to around 2% and just painting areas where I feel like light will be hitting. So that includes her nose, her eyelids, her cheekbones, above her lip, and areas like that. So enjoy this little process right here. I'll speed this up for you. So just straight vibes, enjoy it. I don't know much about makeup, but I really tried to contour her face, but it just was not working out considering her strand of hair like right over her cheekbone. So instead, I put that off until later, just like all my problems, putting them to the side. Anyways, keep enjoying the burning process, which right now I'm just darkening the areas. But Linton, what does darkening an area have to do with the composition? It creates a 3D-like effect that I really like seeing in portraits like this. So that's why I'm doing it. So right now I'm just creating my background as well as my source light, which you guys will see in the top left hand corner about right now. And this is in order to create those harder, harsher lights that you guys will see in the final composition. It was around right here, which I kind of thought about giving up. I was having a lot of trouble with the hair, not only the hair, but the overall body. There was a lot of lights and stuff coming from all over the place. I just didn't know what to do with it. It was not fitting my background, wasn't fitting the composition, wasn't fitting the image that I had in mind, so I had to make a choice. And that choice was creating the composition and cutting off her entire body and just leaving her head, her neck, and a little bit of her dress. You know what I mean? This made it a lot easier for me and a lot more enjoyable. So I kept going. So right now, this is probably the most enjoyable part of compositing things like this. I was messing around with like this pink highlight underneath the nose and above the eyelids. This was inspired by Jer Visuals over on Instagram if you guys would like to check him out. I'll link him in the description. He heavily influenced this portrait and the entire composition. So go check him out. What I'm doing right here right now is I'm creating a 3D effect around the nose. So ideally I'm bringing highlights around the nose on the left side and on the right side, and ideally it makes it pop a bit more from the skin and give it that separation. I believe this kind of gives it a cartoon type look, which I really enjoy doing in my portraits. So that's what you guys are noticing right here, taking my time, just fading the whites and making the darks a bit darker. Anyways, continue enjoying this process of me fine-tuning the details with the highlights and the shadows. still fairly new to creating these highlights and stuff within the hair. So what you're seeing me do here is learning a new trick, which is creating very tiny strands of hair and drawing them in individually. It gives it a more refined look and gives the hair a more, realistic behavior. Now, you may be thinking it's over, but another hour's worth of work went into the final composition, so enjoy this very sped up version of the entire piece put together. And I'll catch you guys in the ending scenes. So for now, enjoy. If you made it all the way to the end, I just really want to say thank you for watching this video. This was a lot of fun to do, and I really hope to do more K-pop idols in the future. If you do have any recommendations, definitely drop them down in the comments section. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and show your appreciation by sharing, liking, commenting, and stuff like that. Anyways, Tigs, thank you guys so much for watching. And as I always say, stay present, remain present, because present moment is all you have. I will catch you guys next time.
There's one thing I know, I'll fall but I'll grow. I'm walking down this lonely road, this road that I don't know.